Good morning, my friends. Today, another very important topic. Our lesson for today: construction accident investigation. This is based on OSHA principles and Aramco style project HSE requirements. What is the purpose of accident investigation? Accident investigation is not for blaming workers. You must remember that. The purpose is to find the direct contributing and root causes, prevent the occurrence of accident, improve the method statement, risk assessment, and supervision, training, and site controls to protect the workers, company, client, and the public. OSHA recommends a systems approach focused on identifying and controlling underlying causes, not only the immediate unsafe act or conditions. What incidents must be investigated? Fatality, lost time injury, medical treatment cases, first aid case, near misses, property damage, equipment damage, utility damage, fire, spill, falling object, all incidents that occur in the sites should be investigated. Saudi Aramco safety guidance also emphasize that injuries, spills, and unsafe acts and unsafe condition or misses and incidents must be reported immediately, and personnel must assist in investigations when required. Let's go to the step by step accident investigation process. Okay, so after an accident, stop the activity immediately. Rescue injured persons only if safe to do so. Call emergency response, ambulance, provide the first aid by trained first aiders, control secondary hazards such as fire, collapse, traffic, electricity, gas, or moving equipment. Inform the supervisor or HSE team, project management, or and PMC, client, and other required parties. But in every organization, you have the procedures regarding the investigation procedure. Another important things to remember: life safety comes first before investigation. You have to secure the injured person immediately, and secure, and number two, step two, secure and preserve the accident scene. Once the injured person is attended to, barricade the accident area, stop unauthorized access, do not move tools, equipment, or materials or debris unless required for rescue or to prevent further danger. Preserve the evidence. This is one of very important things to remember. Assign security or responsible person at the scene and take initial photos before anything excuse me, anything is changed. And OSHA's employer guide uses a 4-step investigations approach that begins with documenting the scene, followed by collecting information, determining root causes, and implementing corrective actions. Step 3, notify required parties. Notification must follow the company and client procedure. Typical notifications includes site supervisor, immediately informed, construction manager, HSE manager, project manager, client or PMC or consultant, emergency response team, and government authority if legally required. Insurance in or company management if applicable. It always based on your organization's investigation procedure. For Aramco type projects, constructions are normally required to immediately report incidents to the Saudi Aramco person in charge and participate in incident investigations when required. And step 4, form the investigation team. The investigation team may include HSE manager or supervisor, construction manager, site engineer, area supervisor or foreman, equipment representative if equipment is involved, permit issuer, receiver, and client, PMC representative, witnesses as needed, and specialists such as lifting engineer, electrical engineer, excavation competent person, or traffic engineer, whoever involved. And for serious incidents, the team should be led by a competent person and supported by management. A competent person means someone who is qualified also and approved by the management. He possesses the capacity to do the investigation properly. And step 5, collect evidence, collect facts, not opinions. Evidence may include photos and videos, sketch and sketch of the accident scene, weather and lighting condition, work permit, method statement, risk assessment, toolbox talk record, so you can check if they did the TBT before they start the work, the activity. And operator certificate, license if equipment involved, lifting plan, excavation permit. It depends on the accident involvement, whether it happens in the excavation or involving lifting operation, and if they are working at height, then the scaffolding, and gas test record if the working in the confined space, PPE, maintenance record, and CCTV footage if available, because these days most of the sites installed with the CCTV. Step 6, conduct witness interviews. Interview witnesses separately and calmly. Do not threaten them, because otherwise you cannot get the truth. If the witnesses are afraid, then they may lie. So you must talk to them calmly and separately. Ask open questions like what work was being done, what did you see, where were you standing, what instruction was given, what equipment was involved, was there any warning sign before the accident, was the method statement followed, were there any warning sign before the accident happened, were there any changes from the approved plan, what do you think could prevent the recurrence. Those the what we call the open questions. And step 7, prepare the sequence of events. You can create a timeline before the accident, during the incident, immediately after the incident, emergency response, and notification, initial control measures. Okay, and eventually step number 8, identify causes, immediate causes, the unsafe act or unsafe condition directly linked to the accidents. Example, worker entered excavation without safe access. Equipment operated near edge of excavation. Load was lifted without proper tagline. Grinder used without guard. Cable was damaged during the excavation activity. Okay, and that's all for today, my friends. And if you have any question, you have any topic in mind, you can comment down below, and we are going to discuss. Again, thank you very much. I hope you guys follow and share. To my friends, I have too many followers from India and Pakistan. To my Muslim brothers, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our Hindi brothers, Namaste. Thank you guys, and may God bless us all. Thank you.